Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be catching up in a bunch of my journals, and so we are going to start with my December daily for 2024 right here. There were a few spreads that I didn't get to finish up because I didn't have my printer at home, and so we are going to start off with those pages today. So the first page that we are going to do is my Eras Tour goodbye page. So the last night of the Eras Tour was December 8th in Vancouver, right? Or was it December 7th? Probably December 8th. And so I printed out this little poster that I found on TikTok. This girl made these really cool posters for each night of the Eras Tour in different cities. And so even though the last night was in Vancouver, I wanted to print out the poster for Toronto night 2, which was my night, and then kind of make a little goodbye spread to the Eras Tour with that. So I'm gonna stick this in here, and then I figured I could also pull in some washi tape because I'm sure there's a tape that matches this perfectly. I think these colors would go really nicely on this spread. And then we're just gonna say a little goodbye to the Eras Tour. Honestly, I cannot believe the Eras Tour is done and that it's been a few months since we've seen a show. It was honestly so much fun to watch the grainy little live streams every night, and the experience itself was something that I will never ever forget. And I cannot wait to see what is in store with Taylor for 2025. So we're just gonna stick this poster in here. I kind of cut it really horribly. Let me try to clean up the lines a little bit. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's not really a super big deal for me. Anyway, I thought these posters were super cool. She basically collaged together pictures of Taylor in the different outfits from the different nights of the tour. And so, like I said, this was Toronto night 2, which was the show that I saw. And I love the outfits I got for the most part. And at the end of the day, like the outfits, I was lucky to get any of them, you know? Anyway, so we stuck that poster in, and I think I'm gonna use this pretty little blue tape with the hearts on the edges. Super cute, matches this spread or the colors of the poster perfectly. We're gonna do that and then just use a ruler to rip it off. Then we have this pink tape here, which is also super, super pretty. These tapes are from Eevee, which is a little craft washi tape store. You can use my code Valerie20 to save 20% off your order, and it works on existing sales. So if there's something that's already on sale, you will get an extra 20% off the sale price, which is really, really cool. And I'm just gonna stick it here. This washi tape set with all the different Galaxy fold washis they sent to me, and I just thought that was so cool. They gave me so many new tapes to play with, and I just think their designs are absolutely stunning. So at the top, we're gonna write, it was the end of an era. It was the end, hopefully there's enough space, era, but the start of an age. But the start, it's kind of hard to write on this journal because it's so bulky, but okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Cute. And that was the lyric change that she sang when she sang Long Live on Vancouver night 3. Okay, so super cute spread there. The other spread that I wanted to do was a little photo spread. My maternal side of the family went to like the Muskoka area for Christmas, and so I wanted to put in some pictures that we had into my journal. So we're gonna just figure out how I want to line these up. We have a bunch of different pictures. Super cute. There are some pictures of my cousins, which I probably won't show you guys on camera, but okay, I'll probably want to do these like that. Maybe this one in the middle of me and my sister. And then we have some more fun pics. And then the others I can save for a different page. Okay, that's perfect, I think. I just love putting photos in my journal, and I don't get to do that often because, to be honest with you, if I'm not on vacation, I rarely take photos. And so whenever I get the chance to take photos on vacation, or I like remember to actively be taking photos, it's always fun to include those in my journal because it's one of the most fun parts when I'm looking back at my older journals. When I'm reading back on old pages, I don't really care to reread the writing. Like sometimes I will, especially if I'm looking for something specific, but most of the time I love to look at more visual things. So whether it's like packaging that I've saved from some random thing, receipts, pictures, those are the more interesting things to look back on. Okay, these need to move out a little bit more. And so I love when I get the chance to put photos in my journal. Oh, this one's already stuck down quite a bit. Hopefully I can still peel it up. There we go. Whoopsie. All right, it's a little bit better. And then this one to go in the middle. Cute. Then we have these little pictures of me and my sister with this little wish sign. We obviously went for very different poses. Cute. And then we'll just put the picture of us with the Christmas tree in the middle. Very cute. And then I'm just gonna erase the word pictures that I wrote. I always just write that just so I remember to save some space for photos. And so that I don't write on that page the next day. Just like a little placeholder. Okay, now we're gonna pick some washi to use to decorate this spread. And I do have more washi tapes from Evie that they sent me. They sent me these around Christmas time, but they arrived late because of Canada Post, so I didn't really get to use them in any of my Christmas journaling videos or most of this December daily, but I'm excited to get to use them now, and of course I will save them for years to come. So these were the 3 sets they sent me. They are so cute, and I just need to figure out which one is perfect. I think something with like red, because there's a little bit of red here, would be really great, and something a little bit more simple, I think. Maybe this red and green plaid, because there is kind of a lot of red and green around. I have so many options though, I just don't know what to choose. I also love the ones with foil. I kind of want to use one with foil, just because there's so many lights everywhere. I feel like that would really make a lot of sense. So let's pick one of the foil tapes. These are so pretty. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the one with a lot of whites. That's right here. So that means I have to take all of these tapes out. I will say this box is maybe not the most convenient way to keep these tapes, but that's okay. This one is so pretty. I love the foil on it. And there's quite a decent amount on this roll, which is really nice. Okay, so we're just gonna do a little bit of, oopsie, tape on the edges. So pretty, I love it. I'm debating, should I put it, yeah, I guess we'll just do it in the middle. And then here we'll do it on the sides. Probably should turn my journal so it's a little bit easier to do. And then more on this side. Cute. Okay, love that. Should I write something here? Because there is a little bit of extra space, or I could just fill it with more washi. I could write something. This is when we went to Friday Harbor, so I'll just write that out. Friday Harbor. We'll do a few sparkles to fill in the space. Cute, love that. Okay, so I'm gonna save the last page to just do myself because there are pictures of my little cousins for that page, but that is all the catch up I'm going to do in this December daily. It feels so nice to really be getting caught up in that. The next thing we are going to work on is my little reading journal here. I do need to do some spreads for February, which I'm quite behind on. This was the cover page that I did in my February journal update video if you're interested in checking that out. But today we're going to recreate this page here for February. So we're going to do my February reads tracker and then my thoughts pages using some stickers from, what am I trying to say right now? From Scribble Prints Co. Wow. Okay, so let's spread this out. I don't really want to do the exact same layout that I did for this month, so we're going to try to switch it up. Maybe I'll do January reads in the middle, but then it would be a little, no, I think I have to keep the same layout for this one, but I could change it up for here. Okay, so the theme that I went with for February is this set of art here from Pink Planner Shop. It's very fantasy themed, but there's also some pink in it. So I thought that would be perfect for this spread or this month's theme. Super cute art. I love it. Okay, so we're going to use one picture for each side, and then we will decorate the top and bottom. Okay, did I use any brown? I really didn't, huh? Okay, interesting. So I have also this very pretty teal paper here, which I'm going to use up because I thought it matched the teal of this super well, and I love that it's a little bit sparkly, of course, or shimmery. It's like a metallic paper, which is really cool. And it's just some scrapbook paper that I've honestly had for a very long time, and it's about time I used it up. We're going to cut up this little paint sample. I do need some pink, which I do think this little, oopsie, pink matches really well from this Post-it. So we're going to use that. I'm going to glue that on. I also have a little bit of olive green here, which I'm sure we could use up. And I can also cut up this little washi sample, or what am I saying? Washi tape that is meant to cover the bottom of your memory planner. But again, I'm using this in my regular journal, so I don't need the washi. And so we can do it like this. We're going to put a little bit more of this teal paper up here. And then maybe I'll pull in this over here. Cute. Just covering the top and bottom. Okay, let's move on to the top half. Perfect. I want to use this maybe here. That's a big piece, but I do love the color. We'll use some of the Post-its to cover this half. And then we want to pull in the green and this. So let's do a little bit of this here. Excuse me, a little bit of the green in this corner, and then that perfectly covers everything. Very cute. Okay, so on the top we need to put February because these are my February reads, and then we'll put the big read script that I got from Scribble Prints Co. here. And then you know what? I don't even want to put the art because I feel like that would really throw off the setting. So what I'm just going to do is pop a few of these little sparkles in to fill up the space a little bit. And then maybe one up here. Cute. Okay, so that is that. And then I can also put in the little title. So we're gonna write, no, what order did I do it in last time? I did title, author, date. So title of the book, the author of the book, and the date that I read it. Very nice. Cute. Moving on to this side, this is where I'm going to record my thoughts on the different books that I read. And I think for this, we're just going to do a strip in the middle of decoration. I think that would be the best option. So we're going to cut up this. We're going to use this, and then also this. Perfect. That should be enough to cover everything in the middle. We'll do some of this. This color, very pretty. We have some leftover. Cute. And then we'll just do a little bit of green. Perfect. that came together really nicely and really quickly. It's a little bit like higher on the top than the bottom, so I think I'm gonna possibly add this green to the bottom so that it's a little more even, and then fill in the blanks with my sparkly paper. So many different colors here, but that's totally okay. And again, I kind of feel like this would throw it off to put a piece of art here. Like maybe if I cut it down a little bit, I could use it as a little background. You know what? That's kind of a good idea. We'll just cut off the top and the bottom, and I can fit in here, and I can layer a little, oopsie, sticker over it. So we're gonna write here, thoughts and reviews. What did I write last time? Thoughts and reviews. So where's my Fudenosuke hard tip, my favorite brush pen, if I didn't mention that earlier. Thoughts and reviews. And you know what? We could also throw in some of these stickers that I used in the original cover. I think that would pull in some more color, which would be nice. And the stickers are literally falling off. Let me just make sure it's the right colors. Okay. So we'll just layer this maybe like here, and then layer that on top of it. Also, sorry for the lighting change. It looks like the sun is coming out, which always messes up the shadows a little bit. Perfect. Maybe I'll layer it on the other side, actually. I want to make sure it's centered. Cute. Oh my gosh, the sun is really coming out. But that is really adorable. Okay, do I want to pull in maybe like this color on the edges? We can do a dot here and a dot on the side. These are stickers from Scribble Prints Co., by the way, which I already mentioned, but Andrea very kindly sent these to me when she first started making reading journal stickers, and so I decided to try to use some of them and kind of change out my style for this year, and I feel like it's really been challenging me to be more creative in my reading journal, which I've really appreciated. Okay, just gonna throw away my scraps, and I think that is all for the setup. Obviously, I have a space here left in between because I will probably want to, not probably want to, I will be wanting to create a spread with all of the covers of the books that I read in February, and so that's what that page is for. Okay, perfect. So that is everything in this journal. And then for our last little catch-up elements part today, we are going to be working in my current daily journal. Honestly, I'm just going to do a really quick daily spread using these stickers from Papershire. I will leave my referral link for Papershire down below, where you can get 10% off your first order. And we are just going to make a very simple daily spread over 2 pages and use up these stickers, which is always so satisfying. Wow, this lighting is not doing me any favors, is it? And I'm just gonna cut up this paint sample. It's gonna be so satisfying to use up this sticker sheet. I have really been working the past few years on using up my stationery and not just hoarding it, because I definitely have that habit. But I think that if you're going to spend money on stationery, you should use it. Like, what is the point of hoarding it? And besides, it's not like you're throwing it out when you're using it in your journal. You actually get to appreciate it even more. So that's kind of how I like to view it. And I've been working really hard at paring down my stationery and actually using what I buy. So these stickers are so cute. Zenny does have a bunch of different fruit-themed journaling sticker pages or sheets on her website, and they are so cute. I've used so many of them in the past. I think I've used a mango one, a peach one, a strawberry one, a matcha one. I guess matcha's not a fruit, but what else do we have? There was also a watermelon sheet. I think there's a cherry sheet, which I don't think I ever purchased. No, I did. Wait, did I? Honestly, I don't remember because I'm constantly buying from Zenny's shop and I'm constantly adding new stickers to my collection from her. But the point is that I should be using them up. So that's that. Okay, let's make a cute little date cover. I need an orange and then some sticker paper. And I kind of want to see if I have a washi tape that I could use to line the edges. Probably not, because this is a these washies are all a little bit, like obviously I could use this one, but it's very summer themed, and so I will not be doing that. Maybe I have some washi samples that I could use. Let's see. Oh, I do have this orange one down here that is perfect. Okay, I'm glad I reminded myself to look through that. I think we're gonna go with this one that has the green, oops, the green and the orange, just to really pull in all the different colors. Super cute. I'm really glad I decided to look through my washi samples. I've had these thin washi tapes for so long, but I just haven't gone around to really using them. And so this is a great way to use some of it up. Again, we're working on using the stationery we buy. Okay, perfect. I love that it adds just a little bit more color to the page so that it looks a little bit less blank. Okay, I'm so excited to be done with this journal catch-up video. Although this part right here is not really catching up, it's just kind of my daily process, but I thought it would be fun to throw in alongside the other spreads that I'm doing. Because sometimes when I'm really in a journaling mood, I will do a whole kind of journaling marathon like this, where I just do a bunch of different pages in different journals, and it just feels so satisfying to catch up. But I can't forget that I still need to do my daily journaling. So this is really part of the catch-up process. Anyway, today is Monday. Oh, I hate this orange. That is not the right orange. Let's try this one. Let's see. That's better. It's significantly lighter. Monday. And it is February 14, 15, 16, 17th. Perfect. I will just cut this out. And again, as per usual, these are just little scraps of sticker paper from when I print sticker kits or stickers for myself. I just like to save every last drop. And it's really useful for when I make little date covers like this, because instead of having to glue it on, I can just peel and stick it, and it makes it just like a little bit easier. Plus, sticker paper is not cheap, so I like to use every last scrap that I can anyway. Okay. We're just gonna stick that up here. And I really don't think I'll have a lot to write about. Plus, I don't have any more of the cantaloupe stickers, so we're gonna stick this down as well. Sometimes I leave it in case I wanna decorate more pages, but that's kind of impossible because I'm out of the cantaloupe stickers. So here we are. Now that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.